from, I was walking in this morning and who knows, but I found this out in the park. Is anybody missing $100 bill? Check your wallets. Yeah. Edwin is. That was a test. Because I didn't buy it. But how many of you had that fleeting moment where you thought, I can use that? And who's going to know if it was mine or not? What are you going to do? Ask for a serial number? So today we're talking about head versus heart. And no comments from the peanut gallery, but this is your brain. This is a brain, and this is what we usually think that we think with. The gray matter, the computer that God gave us to help run things and keep all of our actions supposedly in line. This is a heart. I thought that since Valentine's Day was last week that we would have a heart here in the service. And sometimes we think with our heart, right? So what's the difference? What's the difference between thinking with your brain and thinking with your heart? That's why we're going to have the message. Sometimes we overthink things. And it can get
like that question?
all muddled up. And sometimes our heart tells us what's the right thing to do. Some of us said, hey, I could use that $100 bill. That was our brain thinking. Okay? But then we think, well, maybe not, because that's not what God would want me to do, and it's not really mine. And that was our heart thinking. So that's the big difference between the head and the heart. Because sometimes we try to be logical when what we need is to listen to that still small voice that comes from our heart. And to help you remember that, I have a heart for each of you. Well, see?
She dropped it. She
The
dropped her
won't
heart.
be broken. You can keep that for you. But keep that and think about it. That when you have a decision to make, the brain's a good thing to use, but it's not always the best result. Sometimes we have to go with that feeling that comes from our heart. Would you pray with me? Gracious God, we thank you for the gift you gave us of being able to think logically, but we also thank you for the ability we have to think with our heart, to think what our actions will do in the long run, what will happen long term by the decisions that we make. And we hope that you will guide our thoughts and our heart to make the decisions that would help us further your kingdom in this earth. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.